Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. I can finally start putting content on this channel as I've found a nice little free package called FreeCam. It's alright, but it saves files in WMV format, which is a big format, so until I find another free package which saves it in MP4 or AVI, then this one I'll have to do. Anyway, I had a look through all the MGTOW links I bookmarked over the past year or so, and I found this one. It's written by a guy called C. Brian Smith on the 18th of October 2016, or about 3 years ago. But to start off, the title is wrong. It says, "Why do single men want nothing to do with women?" It should be, "Why do single straight men want nothing to do with feminized women?" This bit took my eye. I spoke MGTOW is a worldwide social phenomenon and online community of heterosexual men who have chosen a lifestyle to avoid legal and romantic entanglements with women at all costs. Fair, that's right. A man going his own way values self-ownership above all else, to a degree, believing that he and only he has the right to decide what his goals in life should be. Well, Mum and Dad were a team and they both decided what they were going to do after they got married, so I don't really agree with that. He refuses to surrender his will to the social expectations of women and society. He believes both have become hostile towards him. That I can agree, because the society that we live in has slanted the playing field in favour of women, and he knows he's going to get shafted if his relationship goes south. And this bit is interesting. I'll do something along that line in a later video, but just describing what some MGTOWs have been doing. And of course we're all different, and it really means we don't have a group think, a hive mind as they like to think that we are. But anyway, where's the other bit? This bit. An article on Return of the Kings, a site owned by Rush Varek, never heard of him, an American blogger known for his controversial writings and advice on the pickup community, so he's biased towards them for a start, deemed MGTOW to be, quote, "the creeping cult of male loserdom." That's just bullshit. MGTOWs are not losers. MGTOWs are men who decide they're better off on their own. Just because they don't want to have women in their life doesn't make them losers. Men going their own way will never appeal to anything more than the rejects of American society. Well, that's also bullshit. How does he know? He's not an authority of American society. He's just stating his own personal opinion. American society comprises of lots and lots and lots of different types of men. Some naturally are losers, as in all societies, but some MGTOWs in America are switched on clever guys that know exactly what they're doing and exactly why they're doing it. Because it's a philosophy that denies the fundamental nature of human beings. Well, I thought the philosophy of American society was the pursuit of happiness. How can a guy be happy if he's a debt slave to the society that he lives in, and he also has a woman who can finish his relationship and take off his stuff anytime she wants? Anyway, others dismiss it as a cult. It's not a cult, it's a matrix. There's no head of it. Google Trends reveal an expanding movement that can't simply be cast aside as a handful of angry misogynists. That's another buzzword they throw at us, watching porn and playing video games in their parents' basement. Well, I might watch a bit of porn, and I can't remember the last time I played my video game, i.e. World of Warships, and I don't live in my parents' basement because I don't live in a house. The Smutty the Great One, never heard, Smitty the Great One, never heard of him. He thinks MGTOW the Viet Cong of the gender war. It's not a war. It's just guys deciding that the decks are stacked against them and they just don't want to play. Men's rights activists don't like us because we agree with some of the things, but we won't be their cannon fodder in a, quote, war. We know they can't win. Well, men's activists have been infiltrated by women ever since it started up. Pickup artists hate us because they can't make any money off us. Well, that goes back to this other guy. He's writing on pickup community, so he don't like it because they're affecting his income. Feminists hate us because we won't fight them. That's right. The only way to win the game is not to play it. And women hate us because we won't give them what they want. We won't give them what they want is because they want attention and our resources, i.e. via the going into a relationship with them. Where's the other bit that took me interest? 70 years between this guy and this guy. Can you imagine him in a bomber going over Germany and being attacked by German anti-aircraft batteries and German fighter aircraft to shoot him down? No, I couldn't either. Where is it now? Keymaster playing them. Here we are. One of the things the MGTOW unity position is a massive growth is a policy of disorganized resistance. That's because we're a philosophy, a way of life, a phenomenon where independent groups of people have come to the same conclusions and no actions against others based on shared philosophies. For instance, the Keymaster may lord over the MGTOW forums. I've never been on a MGTOW forum, but it has nothing to do with the wildly popular MGTOW subreddit and Spanish brothers, independent bloggers, and seemingly infinite number of YouTube channels, this being one of them. Facebook pages and Instagram accounts, well, that is Sandman and all the other people like him. This isn't the only way MGTOW is tough to pin down, according to Sarah Dursoff. Bad guys like pickup artists who portray excess toxic muscularity, We don't display toxic muscularity. We're just ordinary guys who don't want to get shafted by the system if we get involved with a woman. They somehow brilliantly flame themselves as the overlooked good guys. We are the overlooked good guys. Women, feminism, pickup artists are all the problems. No. Third wave feminism is the problem. That's been the cause of the problem from the beginning. Men and women are a team. They complement each other. But feminism gets the idea into their minds that they are superior to men. They have more privilege than men. Just because they got a vagina, they think that they control everything. Well, they don't. Men and women complement each other. That's it. That's the way nature is intended. Despite serious loathing of pickup artists, again, we don't loathe pickup artists. Nearly all of MGTOW's grievances are one way or another. Feminist double standards. Female sexuality should be open and embraced, while male sexuality is violent and should be contained. Bollocks. Going by this, a woman can be a total slut and it should be open and embraced by society. But if a man sleeps around, he's thought of as a cad, a bounder, and a deadbeat. That's wrong. But this one, I can believe it. False rape accusations. Rape ends in a few minutes with little to no harm caused to the victim. Again, bollocks. Rape is a disgusting crime. I don't care who the woman is, she does not deserve to be raped in any sort, in any way. Meanwhile, false accusations of rape, they can destroy a man's life in just one word, she said at the police, I was raped. And then he has to prove that he wasn't, and he'll always take the woman's side of it, especially if they had consensual intercourse, not rape. Also, a corrupt family system, despite all the rhetoric, gynocentric discrimination, bias in the family court system, yes, it's female slanted. And also, women are dangerous drivers. Some are. I've seen cases where the only vehicle a woman should be driving is a pram. But some are good drivers. There's some dangerous men drivers. But there's also good male drivers. So that's just a load of bollocks and nonsense anyway. The notion that men are getting a less than fair share is one is held by including women. She's on our side, apparently. I've seen her on YouTube clips of on American TV. I'll skip that. This is the last bit. Leads away to associate professor of Occidental College. That's probably that's to be in America. I wouldn't know where that is. Once again, sociology, pink and fluffy, PhD, suggests that this withdrawal has been framed with the context of male flight from generally when women successfully integrate into a masculine domain. That's why there's no more working men clubs here in Britain. Their growing presence makes it unappealing to some men. Of course, it's a working man's club, where men can talk with other men. They don't need women hanging around. It's a male space. It used to be a gentleman's club, as in London, for the upper classes, and working men's clubs for the working classes. In a way, we can look at relationships as something that women are feeling more and more empowered to shape. Of course, the society has done that. But are women happy? No, they're not. Hence the saying, where have all the good men gone? They haven't gone anywhere. They just don't want a relationship with you. Men going their own way. Men guarding their own wallet. Men growing tired of women. Could be an example of men deciding that this has become too feminized and they're going to abandon it. The rest of the article, that's typical. Even, shit. I wish that wouldn't do that. Even though that's not mum and dad's version of marriage. The rest is just yada yada yada. I'll leave you all to read it. But it just comes down to American election with Trump versus Hillary, and we know all that turned out. Anyway, that's the article. Naturally, as I said, I'll leave the link below so you can have a look at it yourself, but it's not a biased article, but it's not exactly a supportive article. I think this has gone on long enough, about 15 minutes, so that's it. You know the routine from my previous videos. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever it is you want to do. It's completely up to you, but if you start bad-mouthing me, I'll just ban you. So I might do one next Sunday, as I know I've got all the stuff at one side, and probably 2 or 3 more, and then I'll go on to Star Wars and do one about that. Okay, still the next time. Great, bye-bye.